Some county administrators are mulling proposing partial lockdowns within their regions in the wake of surging COVID-19 cases. The county administrators argue that statistics recorded over the past few days that have seen the country's caseload hit 12,062 cases could overwhelm their capacity to handle the pandemic.
As the number of COVID-19 cases continue to rise, the Kenya COVID-19 Fund has called for the production of more personal protective equipment for use by medics. According to the fund, medics involved in the lead against the spread of the disease could not perform effectively without the protective gear. According to the fund's chair, James Mwangi, they have already spent 237 million shillings in procuring protective gear for medics across the country. The calls coming at a time medics have expressed concern over lack of the PPEs, with some of them contracting the disease.
So we have reversed the value chain of importing PPEs now to self-sufficiency for our country and for export, and in the process create thousands of jobs for our people.
Meanwhile, Baringo Governor Stanley Kiptis has called on President Uhuru Kenyatta to consider locking down the country to reduce the rising cases of COVID-19.
As a government, I think we should appreciate and accept this very important aspect of lockdown. Ili kila nyumba wajilinde ndani ya nyumba yao.
Ukifungua economy, watu wanaambukizana. Ukifunga, watu wanaumia. Na ndivyo tuliona juzi, wakati tuliona sasa kila mtu amekuwa sensitized vizuri, ndio tukasema acha tufungulie economy, watu wa travel, lakini maambukizi yamezidi.
These as Mandera Governor Ali Roba expressed fears that the efforts by his government to flatten the COVID-19 curve will be lost if residents will not adhere to the Ministry of Health protocols. He said there is a worrying trend where people within Mandera town, especially marketplaces and mosques, walk freely without wearing masks or washing their hands. Roba adding that the recent lifting of cessation of movement has seen the number of cases surging, and governors will soon deliberate on how to handle the situation. In the meantime, Agriculture Principal Secretary Alfred Cheruiyot has urged youth who have been enlisted in the Kazi Mtaani program to use their earnings to improve their lives while they keep the COVID-19 at bay. Cheruiyot says the government remains committed to cushion the youth from the adverse effects of the pandemic that continue to devastate the globe.
The government is aimed at solving the immediate issues of the youth in terms of little finances here and there. And secondly, we see it as an opportunity to engage with the youth and also to run programs to train them in so many aspects of life, and also to equip them with the skills which will enable them to participate in building the country, participate in the economy of this country.
Elsewhere, efforts by Rongo University to put up COVID-19 containment measures ahead of the higher learning institutions reopening in September has been commended.
We are hoping that all universities will be operational in September, and if protocols will be observed as required, then students and staff will be safe to coexist with the COVID-19.
Meanwhile, efforts to contain the spread of COVID-19 in Embu received a boost after the county administration received 10 isolation beds from Cooperative Bank. While receiving the donation, Embu Governor Martin Wambora revealed that the county had received 5 billion shillings from the national government to help in the fight against COVID-19.
And we are very grateful indeed. This will boost us in a long way, because these beds are very expensive, but they are worthwhile. With this, the patients will be very, very comfortable indeed. Absolutely.
And M-Pesa Foundation has handed over personal protective equipment worth 1.5 million shillings to health workers operating in Machakos County to support the fight against coronavirus. The PPEs, which will be distributed to various health facilities across the county, include 2,000 pieces of N95 masks, 3,000 gowns, and 500 eye protectors.
Mambo yanaendelea vizuri katika hali yetu, lakini bado tuna uoga, hizi namba zinaendelea kupanda, lakini tunafikiri ya kwamba ili mikakati ilichukua ilikuwa mizuri sana na maisha si mabaya.
The development coming as Nairobi County Woman Representative Esther Passaris urged the government to provide free COVID-19 testing services to needy and vulnerable Kenyans. Speaking at Mudhurwa Market while distributing free masks and sanitizers in partnership with Kenya Pipeline Company, Passaris said those from poor backgrounds cannot afford the cost of the test. Beatrice Gatonyangetich, Channel 1 News.